Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos.
And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Let's go now.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Wide. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. Man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Bronco switch. Run. Unlock line. Check. Panther.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Come on.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That is caught
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Alert.
Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey. No.
McLaughlin is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0. K.J. Hamler returning it. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
First down, how to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Howell. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, and that takes us from second to third down. When you look at this Bronco defense, against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Pollard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Hamler now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
And Howe will throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. Now throwing on 1st down here.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Okurebunan.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
After one, 14-6 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here caught by Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an out boy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Howell looking to throw again. And that one too wide and incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire day. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup.
There he goes, right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Washington offense heading out. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Howell.
On the right side, caught by Green. 2nd and 10, and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 12.
Check, Panthers. Reload, alert, hey, check that.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And we'll get another look now at Sam Howell in this Commanders offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 66 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
Here we go, set. No.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud now on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
Okay, ready?
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Check.
This time they stay on the ground. And some room to run now. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Second down throw for Howell. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's Howell with another throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
But it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Judy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 35-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Alert! Alert!
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, check that. No!
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Hamler now on the return.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Now Howell.
And the reception made by Green. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Back to throw, Howell.
And caught right side, Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
it's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, put the ball right on him.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Powell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Stroud off the play fake. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And bulldozing his way through. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stroud. He finds his man, Pollard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Pollard again. He gets away from one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
for many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Stroud on 3rd down now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A give to Gibson running right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll run again. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And Howe will throw it. That is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes left side. He's still barreling through. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his game. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete